Madeleine Beth McCann, born 12th of May 2003. Just under 4 years later, she became one of the most high-profile missing person cases in the UK. Well, yesterday, UK police announced that they have a major development in this case, and for the first time in 13 years, there is a prime suspect, Christian Breuckner, a 43-year-old German pedophile. Madeleine disappeared on the evening of May the 3rd, 2007. As I say, just over a week before her 4th birthday. It's believed that she went missing between 9 and 10 p.m. from a holiday apartment, 5A, at the Ocean Club Holiday Complex in Praia da Luz, Algarve, Portugal. Maddie was there on holiday with her family. She would now be 17 years old. Maddie had been left sleeping with her 2-year-old twin siblings, Sean and Amelie, on the night that she disappeared. Her parents, Jerry and Kate McCann, went to a tapas restaurant nearby with friends. It was in seeing distance, and they said to make visits to make sure the children were okay during their dinner. But this is something that they have been heavily maligned for, particularly by the UK media. And some people have even pointed the finger at Jerry and Kate, as much as to say they were involved in Madeleine's disappearance. Maddie was such a beautiful little girl. She instantly captured the hearts of the nation here when she went missing. She had blonde hair, blue-green eyes, and a distinctive dark strip on the iris of her right eye. In 2012, 5 years after her disappearance, her family issued an age progression EFIT picture of Madeleine and what she may have looked like aged 9 years old. But in the past 13 years, despite several sightings across Europe and even Morocco, she has never been found. Now, Scotland Yard are launching a joint major appeal with the German and the Portuguese police, including a £20,000 reward for information leading to the conviction of the person responsible for Maddie's disappearance. German police are saying they have almost enough evidence to charge jailed pedophile drifter Christian Breuckner, 43 years old, with her abduction and also her murder. German officers are convinced they have solved the case, but also tragically they do not believe that Madeleine is still alive. Christian Breuckner is currently jailed. He's in Kiel prison in northern Germany. He was jailed in December 2019 for 7 years for rape and extortion. At the time of Maddie's disappearance, he would have been 30 years old. But they're saying he could have looked somewhere between 25 and 32. German prosecutors have stated, "We think that Madeleine McCann is dead and are appealing for witnesses." The 43-year-old suspect is a multiple sexual predator already convicted of crimes against little girls. Scotland Yard, as of today, are still treating Madeleine as missing. They've said they knew a lot about this man when officers received critical information in 2017. And it's emerged that since then, Scotland Yard have been secretly working with German and Portuguese police to piece together Christian's movements. So who is he? Christian Breuckner. So 43-year-old drifter. He's described as white, 6 foot tall, short blonde hair, slim build. He was originally investigated in 2008, but ruled out. But again, they looked into him after a new 2017 appeal. Interestingly, in 2013, Scotland Yard revealed that a blonde man had been seen lurking near the 5A apartment about 4 p.m. on the day that Madeleine was snatched. A blonde-haired man was also seen on the balcony of a nearby empty apartment and in the stairwell of the McCann's block. So, Christian Breuckner, German paedophile and drug trafficker, living in Praia da Luz at the time of Maddie's disappearance. They believe he may have broken into the apartment at the Ocean Club before spontaneously kidnapping Maddie. It is known between 1995 and 2007 he lived in a rented farmhouse on a remote hillside along a footpath that runs from above the beach where Madeleine and her family played while they were on holiday. It's about a mile or so outside the Praia da Luz complex, situated between Praia da Luz and the town of Lagos. Weeks before Maddie disappeared, crucially, he moved from his farmhouse into this early 1980s white and yellow Volkswagen T3 camper van, where they believed that he then lived. This is it pictured in Praia da Luz in the days leading up to Maddie's disappearance. As you can see, it's got a white upper body with a yellow skirting. He's also been linked to a 1993 Jaguar XJR6 with a German number plate that was also seen in Praia da Luz and the surrounding areas in 2006 and 2007, including just days before Maddie's disappearance. And the very next day after Madeleine went missing, Christian got this Jaguar re-registered in Germany under someone else's name. Although it's believed the vehicle was still in Portugal and he was still driving it. Both of these vehicles have been seized by German police, and they have said that there were indications that he could have used one of these vehicles to commit the crime. They also have reason to believe that there are other people besides Christian who have concrete knowledge of the possible scene of the crime and, if necessary, where the body is stored. They've expressly asked these people to report and share their knowledge. In addition to this, phone records also put Christian in the area the night that Maddie vanished. He had a Portuguese phone. He took a 30-minute call to this phone between 7:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. on May the 3rd, 2007, the night that Maddie disappeared, which put him in Praia da Luz around an hour before Maddie was snatched. Christian was convicted of child abuse when he was just 17, has a long list of sex crimes against women and children. In 1994, he was given a 2-year youth jail sentence in Germany for sexually abusing a minor. He arrived in Algarve in 1995, aged 18, as a backpacker. Algarve is a common area for young backpackers. For the next 12 years, they believe he lived around Praia da Luz and nearby Lagos. So in family, he was working as a caterer and an odd job man, when in fact he had become involved with a criminal syndicate, dealing cannabis, trafficking drugs and burgling holiday homes and hotel rooms. It's now been revealed that in September 2005, he had tortured and raped a 72-year-old American tourist in her holiday home close to the McCann's apartment. That's just over 18 months before Maddie was snatched. He was only jailed last year after German police began investigating. He was given 7 years in December 2019. for the rape and extortion. He planned the rape, having broken into the victim's house wearing a mask and armed with a rope to tie her to a wooden beam. She was blindfolded, gagged and whipped with a piece of metal before being raped and robbed. But hairs left at the scene later linked him to the crime. She even told police he enjoyed torturing me. He denied the attack, but friends had gone to police saying that videos of him raping other women had fallen into their hands, and they were in no doubt that they were real scenes. It's understood many neighbours, friends and acquaintances of Christian have since been interviewed as police tried to establish his movements around the time that Madeleine disappeared from her family's home. Also, in 2017, he allegedly confessed to a friend during a drinking session that he knew all about what happened to Maddie. This came on the 10th anniversary of her disappearance when her face appeared on the television. He then apparently showed his friend a video of him raping a woman, which led to this person tipping off police. But you've got to ask yourself, why has it taken 3 years for the police to act? Obviously, this sex attack on the 72-year-old woman is very significant because the Christian had broken into her holiday home to loot it, and police have long believed that Maddie may have been snatched during a burglary. And obviously, all of this has raised a lot of questions. Portuguese police face serious questions. It was revealed that the man who may have taken Maddie, this Christian, could have spent 12 years in Portugal before her disappearance, committing serious sexual and drug crimes without ever being arrested. German police were told about his bar chat with a friend apparently in 2017. But now it's only 3 years later that they've confirmed he is a suspect. Portuguese detectives say that Christian Breuckner was dismissed as a suspect in 2008. But a discussion years later on an online forum about Maddie and her abduction was brought to the attention of police. And again, this involved Christian Breuckner. Now, Madeleine McCann's parents, Jerry and Kate, they still continue to hope that their daughter is alive despite what they've now been told by German prosecutors. Their spokesman today, family spokesman, said German police say they are assuming that Madeleine is dead, but they have no proof. British police are keeping an open mind, and Portuguese police are reacting with caution too. So Kate and Jerry still fervently hope that Madeleine will be found alive despite everything that appears to be happening. They continue to hope she is alive until they can be shown incontrovertible evidence which proves that she is not. He added they are being realistic and simply want to know what's happened to their daughter and establish the truth, and for those responsible to be brought to justice. They will wait to hear what the police tell them. They want a resolution, and after all these years, they want peace. So as I say, it's been 13 years since Madeleine went missing. Have they finally got the guy? They're obviously still looking to piece together certain pieces of evidence, but from what I read and researched, it certainly looks like this could possibly be the man. And if it's peace and resolution for the parents, then I guess that's a blessing. Although obviously, if Madeleine is not alive, which a lot of people obviously suspect now due to the amount of time that's passed, then obviously that's not the ideal news for them. But we'll keep you updated, and if I hear anything further on Madeleine's case, then I'll be the first to let you know.